yourself and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Terminator Genisys T-1000 Police Disguise figure. Now this is based on the T-1000 that was featured in Terminator Genisys, which I have right here on Blu-ray. I also saw this in the theater and I actually thought this was a pretty good Terminator film, you know. I know it didn't really do too good at the domestic box office, or you can say American box office, but worldwide this was a box office hit, you know. But I thought this was pretty good, you know. So yeah, this actual figure is based on the T-1000 that was actually featured in that film. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the figure. And you can see the actual figure on the inside, you know. I forget the actor's name that played the T-1000 at the time. I actually have to look it up. But you see it says Terminator Genisys T-1000 Police Disguise. And on the side it has an image of like the endoskeleton, you know. And it says T-1000 Police Disguise, you know, Terminator Genisys on both sides. And of course you see images of the figure right down the back and the accessories that he has. And the other two figures that were available in this particular line based on the film. And of course it has like a scripture about the T-1000 himself. It says T-1000 made up entirely of magnetic polyolide. This Skynet Terminator can withstand high voltage shock, reassemble if partitioned, and replicate humans or objects encountered by physical contact. His strength, high speed, and extreme strength made his conductive metal mass nearly indestructible in both solid and liquid forms. His weakness, susceptible to extreme temperatures, lows will slow or freeze his battle unit, while extreme highs and molten metal can damage or ultimately render it inoperable. And then these are interesting facts. Upon creation, the T-1000 is assigned a default humanoid template. Now it also says also available two other like figures like the two T-800s, you know, based on Arnold, like the Guardian one and the Pops. Because I actually have the regular Guardian one, you know. But it's also another one known as Pops, which is like the older version of the T-800 with the older Arnie. Now this is the background diorama that comes with the police style disguise T-1000. Okay, as you can see, there's the Terminator Genisys Police Disguise T-1000 from NECA. So what I'm going to do is actually just measure him. I have him on a stand too. He stands too, by the way. He's actually like 7 inches like in height. So what I guess I'll do first is actually just talk about the actual articulation of this figure right here. And he does stand too as well. I just had him like on the stand, you know. So I guess you could say this is a pretty awesome looking figure. I really do like how this look, you know. This is really an awesome design, you know. And the actor that played this T-1000 was known as I think Byung Hong Lee. I think that's his name. I think he's like a big star in Asia, if I'm not mistaken. Now this is how he actually came, like already battle damage, as you can see. So I think the actual liquid metal and stuff on him is like superb, you know, it looks awesome. I like how he looks like his police badge, pretty good too as well. I think that detail is just awesome. He also has like a holster right there, which you can put like a gun in, you know. I like this actual look of him too. I like how he's like a solid, like a black like color, you know. Now here's the ultimate T-1000 from Terminator 2, like the Robert Patrick one. So you can kind of see that they're kind of like similar, you know. It's just the Robert Patrick one was actually like a bluish color, and this one here was actually like a bluish color. I mean a dark black color. Now his arms gonna be like lifted up, as you can see, so you can lift them up. He has like rotation in the arms too as well, like in the bicep. Hand rotation too as well. He does seem to be pretty loose too, I noticed. He's not stiff, you know. Head can turn, you know. He kind of has like a slight tip, but not too much, you know. He can't really look up and you can't really look down too much. It's kind of limited, you know. Legs can split out. They can bend too as well. So he has the articulation too. He does seem to be pretty loose too. He's not stiff, you know. I know most of the NECA Terminator figures are pretty good at the articulation. I know it's also, if you look real closely right there, you can even see like his name too right there on his badge. Right there, I think that's cool. I think this is an awesome looking T-1000 though. No joke. I like the look of this one. Now what I want to do is actually talk about the accessories that come with the Police Disguise T-1000 from Terminator Genisys. This right here is actually like a liquid metal like arm, you know, which I'll talk about in a moment because of course it's based on like one of the scenes from the film. And I believe this can go in any socket if I'm not mistaken. So as you can see, there's the arm right there, you know, it's like liquid metal. Like I said, I'll touch on that a little more. As you can see right there, how it looks. Like this hilt. And I guess if you want, you can put it in any socket, you know, if you want it. I just decided to put it right there. And the next accessory I want to talk about is the actual spear that the T-1000 was actually able to form, this particular T-1000. Because you know this one, and it's been a while, I must admit since I actually watched it, this one was actually capable of actually throwing projectiles out of this liquid, you know, because the Robert Patrick would have the T-1000 from Terminator 2, you know, Judgment Day, couldn't do that one, you know, he couldn't actually separate, you know, but this particular T-1000 really could do that, you know, so he was actually able to form a liquid metal spear and actually throw this, you know, and that's why his arm actually stayed like the way it is, you know, because he actually does need this piece to be actually complete, so that's why I actually was kind of like that, you know, which is kind of cool, you know, being that he was actually capable of actually doing that, you know, so I think that's kind of awesome that he gave this T-1000 that particular ability, and that's why he has this like arm here, you know, like that, you know, I forget what they call that, you know, because he actually needed this piece back in his body, you know, for his arm to actually be complete, you know what I'm saying? I think that was kind of awesome that they did that in the film, you know. This actually was his arm that he basically took off and threw, but it was actually formed into a spear, you know. Actually could even been his leg, you know, so I do think that's kind of cool. But of course he's going to need his leg to run, you know. Alright. But I do think this is an awesome looking spear, you know. It's actually like a silver chrome like color, so I think that's awesome. Now what I want to do is talk about the idea that the T-1000 actually has like two alternate hands too as well that come with this actual figure too. And these are kind of like gripping hands, as you can see. He has like these two alternate hands, one for the right. Actually, they're both for the right, but they're like gripping like type hands. You can tell this one I think is for the pistol, and this one's just like for holding up the spear, I believe. As you can see, there's the T-1000 with the spear in his hand, which I think is cool. I noticed that's also kind of loose too. You know, you actually kind of hold at a certain angle, or it will slide out. That's awesome. And the next accessory that comes with the T-1000 Police Disguise figure is this actual pistol right here that he has. Now, if you want, you actually can take this pistol and look closely. Well, not look closely, but you know, he has like a holster right here, so you can actually take the pistol and put it in this holster if you want to. And there he is actually holding the pistol, as you can see. As you can see, I even holstered his pistol too as well, so you can't actually just have it hanging there. That's probably how I would have it too on him at times, you know, just actually have it hanging there. And probably give him like his other stuff, you know, like the spear and so on. I think this is an awesome figure though. Without a doubt, this is actually like the coolest part of this T-1000 figure is that actual torso, which is very similar to the Ultimate T-1000 from Terminator 2. And I believe this was actually released before the Ultimate T-1000 from Terminator 2 too as well. But this was the actual alternate torso that comes with this actual figure, as you can see right here. So I had to swap this out, you know, and put it on him. And there's the alternate torso of the Police Disguise T-1000 from Terminator Genisys. Now I probably will be displaying them like this too as well, you know, because it is pretty cool looking, you know. And the likeness is pretty good. I must admit it's been a while since I've seen like this film, you know. But there's no question that this was like the coolest like torso of the T-1000 like figure, you know. The actual liquid metal like wounds right there, battle damage wounds. This is much more awesome looking. I must admit, this is an awesome figure though. I really do like this, you know. That's cool. Now this is a comparison between the NECA Terminator Genisys T-800 Guardian figure and the NECA T-1000 Police Disguise figure from Terminator Genisys. So these just a comparison. So it's actually one more figure in the Terminator Genisys line from NECA, you know. And that's the actual pops, like the older version of this T-800 right here. I think these are awesome figures too from Terminator Genisys, you know. Another thing, just like the Ultimate T-1000, you can actually take the head off this particular figure too, and you can see it's like a ball joint socket in there. So if you want, you can actually take this head off, you know. I know I do that with the Ultimate T-1000 from Terminator 2 as well, you know. I think it kind of makes it easier to take the torso off, you know, if you want. Okay, as you can see, this here is my NECA Terminator collection, and like I always said, the actual Terminator franchise is my favorite that NECA has done, you know, that they are doing. Like I said, it's the quarter scale Terminator based on the T-800 based on Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and these all like the rest of them too. I have like a bunch, you know, like the Ultimate Techno War T-800, Ultimate Police Assault T-800, the Endoskeleton from they say Terminator 2, and the Ultimate T-800 from Terminator 2, Ultimate John Connor figure, Ultimate Sarah Connor, Ultimate T-1000, Ultimate Motorcycle Cop T-1000, Terminator Genisys T-800, Terminator Genisys T-1000, Terminator Dark Fate Sarah Connor, and Terminator Dark Fate Carl. And this is an awesome collection, you know. I really recommend these figures. If you're a fan of the Terminator franchise, I would definitely recommend picking these up, you know. Like I said, this is my favorite franchise that NECA is doing. I was trying to follow the figures that NECA are doing, you know. Alright. Okay, there's the NECA Terminator Genisys Police Disguise T-1000 figure. And this is an awesome figure, you know. I think it's superb, you know. It's probably one of my best Terminator figures, you know. And again, the Terminator franchise is my favorite that NECA is actually doing, you know, as far as like NECA figures go, you know. And then, you know, this is based on the Terminator Genisys film right here, which I have on Blu-ray and DVD. I saw this in the theaters, and I actually enjoyed this. I thought this was a pretty good Terminator film, you know. I know it wasn't like a box office success like in America, but like worldwide it was a box office hit, you know. It actually recuperated like its money, you know. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure, you know. And I guess if you're a fan of the Terminator franchise, I would definitely recommend picking this one up, you know, especially if you're a fan of Terminator Genisys, you know. This is an awesome looking cool figure, you know. He has some cool accessories, you know. And I would definitely recommend it, like I said before, you know. So this is the NECA Terminator Genisys T-1000 Police Disguise figure, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Do 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 do.